Hello, YouTube. It's your boy Spade coming back at you with another thinker. All right, this one might be short. So I just want to talk about why the way you think is just not all the way there. And I don't mean like you need to be in a psych ward or no stuff like that. I just mean like how many people actually make decisions with their heart? Like how many people actually make decisions out there based on what they actually want out of life, right? So like let me draw you something. I got this whiteboard, right? So on one hand you got how you should be making decisions slash how you think you make decisions. Okay, let's say, dang, I did not think about that. You cannot read this. Okay, whatever. So we're just not going to use words. We're just going to use images. Dang, camera with the reverse angle. What's up with that? All right. So, anyways, we're just going to use images, right? So let's say when you're making a decision. Here, I'm going to erase that guy too. Put him over here since it's doing that BS. So when you're making decisions, right? This is what you want it to be, or this is what you think it is. You think it's just you, right? You think it's just you making a decision. Let's say this guy's making a decision to go like buy a soda or something, buy a juice. You think it's just you making that decision, right? That's what you think it is, and that's how it should be, right? It should be just you making that decision. It should be just one person making a decision for your life on any level, no matter what the decision is, whether the decision is you going to buy something, going to even leave to go to the store, a bigger life decision, maybe deciding to settle down with somebody, maybe deciding to go chase a career that you've always wanted, whatever the decision may be, right? It should always be just one person. Here, can I do that? Can I put a one? Put it this way. If I put it backwards, we'll put it forward. Yay! Yeah. So it should be just one person. Just you. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it, y'all. I'm gonna try it. Let me see if I can get it. Did I do it? I'm cold. So yeah, it should be just you, right? Just you. I'm cold, bro. I didn't do that, man. I'm cold. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm geeking off that. But look, just you, right? That's who you think. That's what you think it is most of the time, and that's how it should be most of the time, right? Let me show you what it really is, right? Let me show you what it really is when you make a decision. Yeah, I'm about to bang y'all over the head with this one, bro. Y'all gonna be like, what? All right, all right. Ooh, like I could just fill this entire board up with stick figures if I'm being honest, because it just goes and goes and goes sometimes. And like low key, that could be a mental illness, but we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. So, I'm gonna say, hold on. Let me write the word down. Actually, I'm gonna just put it like this. Hold on. So it's gonna be. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Yeah, 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 yeah. YTILPUTC. Yeah. Okay. So we got, ooh, the C's backwards. We got actuality, right? So the actuality is this, right? You got your opinion, you got your voice in your head when you make a decision. Then you got the voice of this other person, right? Then you got the voice of your past self. Then you got this lingering over there. Then you have a past trauma over here that's voicing an opinion. Then you got your mom's opinion. Then you got your friend's opinion. Then you got the opinion of your teacher. Then you got the opinion of your spouse. Then you got the opinion of like that one guy that you saw on YouTube. Then you got the opinion of that guy you saw on TikTok. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be all that. It could be like you have the opinion of yourself, the opinion of yourself from like 10 years ago, the opinion of yourself from like 5 years ago, the opinion that you have about the opinion of yourself from 5 years ago, the opinion that you have about someone else's opinion that they have about your opinion. It's this is what is actually going on when you make a decision. You never make a decision with purely just you, because if you did, you'd be a happier person. You'd be a lot happier person. Let me give you an example, right? Perfect. Movies, video games, or music, bro, because these are all things that get reviewed. So instead of you just make, I come from the era, right, of like going into Blockbuster and just looking at the front cover of a movie, turning over, looking at the back cover of a movie, and then making the decision based on that. Not having a whole lot of information to go on, not having, AKA, I come from a generation of people who took a risk when they made decisions, right? That's a big thing that is missing in people's lives, is that they don't take risks. But we'll get to that. We're going to get into all that. I come from that era, right? So I come from an era where you honestly, it's just you when it comes to you making the decision of whether or not you want to buy this movie, rent this game, buy this CD. Period. Period. Right? Now, because of the internet, because of reviews, and because of all other different kinds of things, you have not only your opinion, but you got the world's opinion literally inside of your noggin. You have all these voices inside of your head, right? All these voices inside of your head trying to have influence on your decision making. Think about that. You could be honestly, how do you know you're not going to like this thing? Because this guy didn't like it? So it's like, let's go back to the whole soda thing, right? Let's say there's a new soda that comes out, right? Or a soda that, not even a new soda, a soda you just haven't tried, homie. There's just a soda out there you haven't tried. And you're at the gas station, you're like, you know, I'm going to try this soda. But then out of the blue, you got this guy down here, he's like, but I didn't like that. I didn't like that soda. And then all of a sudden you hear that voice in your head and you're like, well, Tommy did say he didn't like that soda. Why do you give a fuck what Tommy likes or not? Is Tommy you? Is Tommy you? Are you Tommy? Little Tomboy right here? Is that you? Is he with you in the gas station? Is he buying the soda for you? Is he spending the money to get you this soda? Nah. Is he going to be the one experiencing the soda? Last time I checked, you're the one who's buying the soda. You're the one who's going to be drinking it. You're the one who's going to be experiencing it. So why are you even giving this little tiny voice? This, it's not even, like, think about it. That voice that you hear in your head of this person's opinion isn't even real. It's literally, quite literally, a figment of your imagination. So you're letting your imagination influence your real life decisions, when it should be just you. You should be the only person making decisions for yourself. You shouldn't be letting other things influence your decision making on any level. I don't care what it is, man. Unless you're taking an opinion from someone who does this. Most people don't do this. Most people don't do this. They don't make decisions with just them in mind. They do this. So you got this person in your head, and this is what they head look like. And whoever's in their head, that's what they head look like. So now you got like mental inception going on with a whole bunch of voices and opinions that equate to nothing but hot air in your head. Hot air. This is a whole lot of hot air from other people in your head. Look at that. Actuality. Your brain is full with a whole lot of hot air. That's why you can't make a decision without having what? I can't write it down because it's backwards. But you can't make a decision like this without having hesitation, right? And regrets because of the hesitation. Because you usually end up regretting not listening to yourself. 9 times out of 10, almost 10 out of 10. I'm gonna go ahead and say 10 out of 10. Because who doesn't regret not listening to themselves when they need to be listening to themselves? When they should have listened to their intuition, or they should have followed their heart. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, taking it back to like the whole experience thing, right? Why would you listen to somebody else's experience on any level? On any level. You know how many times people have, or I have done something and I enjoyed it that other people didn't enjoy, and they were trying to deter me from, or discourage me from doing it because they didn't have a favorable experience or favorable outcome with whatever it was. It could be something like going to a certain store. But like, yeah, I went to this store and, you know, I ended up finding like, you know, 2 outfits, some nice shirts, some nice pants, versus this person's like, oh, I couldn't find nothing. Oh, this store sucks. Oh, everything's expensive here. And I'm like, well, I found this shirt for like $5. But I just spent like $20 and came out with all kinds of groceries. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you're just buying a whole bunch of BS. Maybe you just need to reevaluate your finances. You know what I'm saying? Because I followed my heart. I listened to myself. I didn't listen to you. And I had a happier, more favorable outcome because I did. Because why would I listen to any of you over myself? Why would I put any of you people over me? On any level. Even if, I know I'm giving y'all the example of like mental space, but on any level, why would I listen to you or put you above me? For what reason? What is there to gain for me? Because y'all got everything to gain. Y'all got everything to gain. For me, not just me specifically, but I'm saying me as in you as well. You know what I mean? As the individual. The individual has everything to lose when you put all these people before you. And all these people have everything to gain, especially if you carry attributes that these people don't have. It doesn't have to be physical. It could be characteristic. Like maybe you're a charismatic person, but you're using your charisma on these people's opinions, on the way these people see and view life, instead of using your own charismatic abilities on yourself and how you view life. And giving your own worldview power. You're giving these people's worldview power. Why are you empowering these people? They're weak. They're weak. They have to sit here and do this. They have to embed themselves in your head with a negative voice. That's weak. That's weak. That's weak. It'd be different if Tommy was like, you know, I had that soda, I didn't like it, but you should go ahead and try it because you might like it. Tommy was like, oh, no, stay away from that soda. Why? That could have ended up being your favorite soda. For sure. Could have been your favorite soda. You would have never known. You would have never known if you ain't just listen to yourself, but you want to go and listen to Tommy. You want to listen to your mom. You want to listen to your dad. You want to listen to your friend's opinion. You want to listen to that hater. That one dude that was hating on you back in the day. That one girl that was hating on you back in the day. That random stranger that said something about the soda that you overheard in the conversation. You want to let these things dictate what you do with your life. Granted, the soda thing was just an example, but you know how far this can go. You know how far this can go. This is what makes a sheltered mind, not actually being sheltered. This is what makes a sheltered mind. Your mind is sheltered once you allow other people's voices to influence your own. Can I say it again? You are sheltered when you allow other people's voices to influence and oversee your own. I wouldn't say overpower. That's a strong word. It's more like you allow their voice or your voice to become their voice. In a sense of you putting their voice above your own. So you're going to listen to somebody else before you listen to yourself. How does that sound? That sounds pretty asinine, right? That sounds ass backwards, right? Yeah, I was trying to use a big word to keep you clean, but whatever. I don't even care. That sounds ass backwards, right? Sounds like crisscross, ass backwards. Why would you not listen to yourself? It's never too late. Start listening to yourself. Start listening to just you. You the only one. Look, just you. That's it. Who was born when you was born in that hospital room that you was born in? Just you. Who's gonna die when you die? Just you. So why the fuck do you care about what anybody else got to say about how you spend your life? About the decisions you make? Why would you let any of these people influence your decisions? Because you know what? These people, here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. You see that? These are the people that are in a box. Why would you want to put yourself in this box with these people? They don't even listen to themselves. They listening to what somebody said from years ago, and they still keeping up with it. These people don't fact check. These people don't go out and try to experience for themselves and then weigh the experience and see like, well, I can see how they felt like that about this experience because I experienced this part of it too. But I also experienced other parts of it. This is the difference between a closed-minded person and an open-minded person. Now, you can have two open-minded people, right? I'm going to draw another person. You can have two open-minded people, and they could have the same... Hold on. My boy head all it's kind of wonky, wasn't it? Hold on. There we go. These people could go ahead and go and do the same thing and have two different experiences and then talk about it without it becoming a debate about who's right or wrong. You know why? Because these people realize it's not about who's right or wrong. It's about the fact that y'all even went and listened to yourselves or have the experience in the first place. These is the people that want to be right. They want their experience to be right. They want the way that they see the world to be the one way to see the world when there isn't just one way to see the fucking world. I don't care. Look, there isn't one way to see the world, but that's how these people are in actuality. In all actuality, these people are trapped behind what? A wall. What can this wall represent? This wall could represent a trauma wall. This wall could represent their childhood. This wall could represent just their overall treatment in life. Bro, let me break it down to you like this. There's still people out there that think black people are unintelligent. Let me remind you. Knowing that not everything, but majority of this that we use every day was invented by black people. Mind you, some of the smartest people to ever walk the earth were black. But there's still people out there, in actuality, that carry on what this racist dude was talking about and whatever experience they had with this black person and the ignorance that they were saying and whatever this black person was saying that was making the black people look ignorant. They're keeping all this boxed up in actuality just to push the paradigm that black people are ignorant, that you can't be black and be smart. You know what that is? That in itself is ignorance. That in itself is sad. Meanwhile, you got this white guy and this black person getting along just fine because they're not in no box. This white guy is like, look, I've met ignorant black people and I've met smart black people. I've met ignorant white people and I've met smart white people. This black person says the same thing. I've met ignorant white people, but I've met highly intelligent, highly kind white people. I've met highly intelligent black people and I've met highly ignorant black people. Therefore, they have an understanding that ignorance has absolutely nothing to do with skin color. They're outside the box. They're outside the box. And they never built a box. They're outside this wall. They never put up a wall, right? Now imagine if it was the other way around and this white guy was still viewing this black guy as ignorant because he has met a few ignorant black people and never met intelligent black people. Now, through that way of thinking, he has put himself into a box. He has put a wall around himself. So now whenever he comes into contact with any black person, the first wall he puts up is a wall of ignorance. An ignorant wall. A wall where he views somebody else as lesser than them because of the people he has had the misfortune of meeting. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? Look, we can switch it up. Right, hold on. Right? Now you got male and female. You got this guy who has met good women and bad women. You got this girl that has met good men and bad men. They both have an understanding that people are people. It has absolutely nothing to do with your race or gender. Now, I'm put both of them in a box, right? Because this is kind of the state of where we're at anyway. Now, you got this woman who has had her heart broke a couple times, probably didn't have too many good father figures in her life, and probably has had too many sexual advances to count, right? Now she has put a viewpoint on this man, right, as being just like, well, you know how I say, you just like every other man and blah, 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 all that extra shit. Then you got this guy over here, right? Cricket loud than a motherfucker. You got this guy over here, right? He puts her in a box. He's like, oh, all girls are the same. All that simp shit, you know what I'm saying? Modern woman. He's putting all that. He's slapping her with all the words. Modern woman. All girls are the same. For the streets. All that. The attention seeker, all that, right? But in all actuality, she's not even like that. In all actuality, he's not even like that. But because y'all are automatically putting yourself into a box, you're building this wall around yourself whenever you come into contact with a woman, whenever you come in contact with a man. Now you're just like everybody else. Voices in your head. Oh, it's a girl. Oh, she ain't shit. Oh, she's for the streets. Oh, you remember what happened to this guy on TikTok? Oh, you remember the video that we saw in Andrew Tate, Cam Samuels? Yeah. Just like her. Oh, all guys are the same. Niggas ain't shit. They only want sex. You know what I'm saying? So I said all that to say this. Think for yourself. Stop putting walls up because you are the only one. It's just you. Your decisions are for you to make. You're the only person that should be making your decisions. You should not be allowing these people to make decisions for you because these people aren't going to do anything for you but stop you from reaching your highest potential, but stop you from reaching that opportunity that you've been wanting in life, but stop you from reaching the heights that you want to reach in life. That's all these people are here for. That's all these voices do. And you have control over them. It's your goddamn head. It's your brain. What do you mean, the voices? It's your head. You the only person that can hear them. What do you want us to do about it? The voices. Nigga, shut them up. You start by shutting yourself up. Quiet your brain down. Sit down somewhere. Stop thinking for a little bit. This is what a compulsive thinker does. Because it starts off with just one, and then it just multiplies and multiplies and multiplies. Because then you start remembering things and start digging up stuff, and then your brain starts telling you things like, you can trigger this as like, oh, this is a what if thought. This is another what if thought. What if this happens? What if this happens? What if I buy this soda and I don't like it? What if I, what's up with all these what ifs, man? Like, the world wasn't built on what ifs. The world was built on risks. You think civilization got to where it's at by a bunch of fucking what ifs? You think civilization got to where it's at by listening to what the fuck they mama told them? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? You think the successful people got to where they got by listening to the people around them? No. If you was lucky enough to have people that will actually give you some real knowledge and some real support and tell you some real truths, then yeah. But that's not the case, bruh. That's not the case. 9 times out of 10, the people around you don't even want you to really succeed like that. You know why? That's why. Because of the voices in their head. So you're going to let a person with all these voices in their head become the voice in your head? And then you're going to make decisions based off that voice? Don't even let me become a voice in your head. Let me just guide you back to you. That's all I want. I want to guide you back to being yourself. I don't care what these other voices have to say. I want to know what you have to say. I want to know what your decision is. I don't give a fuck about these people. I want to know what your voice sounds like. I want to hear you talk. And that's why I do this. I'm tired of hearing people talk behind other people. I'm tired of hearing other people talk through other people. I'm tired of hearing people talk through their traumas, talk through their pain, talk through their undealt with, unresolved issues. I'm tired of hearing people talk through their friends, talk through their loved ones. I want to start hearing more people talk using their actual voice. Because that's just how it should be. For no other reason than that. I want to hear you be you. Because there's no reason why someone being an individual, someone who's truly being themselves, should be outcasted and felt like they're the black sheep. And you're doing nothing but being yourself. I'm going to take that as a sign to like go ahead and end this. But like, look, just take one more look at this, man. You don't want to be this. Let these people go. Let these voices go. Let them go. Get rid of them. Let them go, bro. Let them go. Let them voices go. This should be the actuality. The actuality is these voices don't fucking matter. The actuality is what happened to you when you was a kid don't fucking matter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it happened to you. There's nothing we can do about it. Let that shit go. Oh, let that shit go. Take this wall down. Let that shit go. Make this your actuality. Just you. You the only person that matters.